My desk setup has gone through a bunch of different revisions. I wanted to make it minimal. I started with the desktop and monitor, and then I moved to a laptop with an eGPU. Then I took the eGPU away. Then I took the desk away. Then I took the chair away. Then I took the lamp away. Finally, I took away the computer. I just don't make mistakes when I record a video. Obviously, that's not actually what my desk setup looks like. I'm not that much of a punk. If you do want to know what it looks like though, pay attention because this is going to happen quick. 1. The monitor. It's a 1440p ultra-wide monitor. I bought it for $180. The monitor also has a USB hub in the back. Connected back there is my mouse dongle, a cable to charge the keyboard and trackpad, and a cable to power the speakers, along with an audio cable. The cable from the monitor connects to a USB hub mounted on the wall. 2. The USB hub is a USB 3.0 hub that is screwed into the wall that connects my hard drive's monitor and printer to my computer with one simple to use cable. 3. I have 2 hard drives, a 1TB hard drive and a 2TB hard drive. 4. Headphones. They are Bose QC25s. My fiance bought them for herself, didn't like them, I took them. 5. eGPU is the Akitio Node Thunderbolt 3. It is connected to the MacBook Pro with a Thunderbolt 3 to Thunderbolt 2 adapter. 6. The graphics card is an RX 480 8GB. I bought it for $100. 7. Magic Keyboard, Magic Trackpad, MX Master 2S mouse. So those are all the peripherals I'm using. To power this whole setup, I'm using a 2014 15-inch MacBook Pro, has 16GB of RAM, 128GB SSD, don't ask, and an i7 4870HQ with no dedicated graphics card. Everything in this setup was chosen for a reason, whether it was price or whether it was functionality, or most of the time it was just a mix of the two. For example, the RX 480, I bought the 480 instead of the 580 because I could save like 20 or 30 bucks, and I didn't think the extra 20 or 30 bucks was worth the marginal performance gains that you get. I chose to use the eGPU as well because the MacBook Pro 2014 and pretty much any MacBook Pro ever, they have pretty lousy graphics cards inside of them, and to be able to plug in a desktop class graphics card with the future potential upgrade makes a lot of sense to me, and is something that I'm really interested in, which is exactly why I'm obsessed with eGPUs. The USB hub, I screwed that into the wall because it's such an easy way for me to access it. There's 4 USB 3.0 ports on that, and I could plug that into the MacBook Pro with one cable. Essentially what I have plugged in is more than just what the one port would normally support. I have a mouse, a charging cable, another charging cable, hard drives, printer, all of this extra stuff plugged into a single cable with an extra slot available on the hub. The reason I chose a 2014 MacBook Pro was because I just wanted a cheaper way to get into macOS. I purchased this for roughly $400, $500, $600. I purchased a MacBook Pro with a working bottom half and a broken top half, and then I purchased another MacBook Pro with a broken bottom half and a working top half, and that cost me roughly $600, including the 128GB SSD. And for under $650, you can't really beat that deal. A quad-core processor in macOS 15-inch computer. I'm happy with it, and it seems to handle everything that I need when I'm editing. The speaker was placed under the display. It's really actually one of the smartest things I've ever done. I'm gonna pat myself on the back because I'm just such a genius. But really, it's actually a really cool way for me to get way better speaker performance than having to wear headphones or use the crappy monitor speakers. Basically, the way that it works is it pumps audio from the MacBook Pro into the eGPU, into the display, and then down into the speaker. The speaker automatically turns on every time that the monitor turns on. So it's really cool. Like, I'm really happy about it. It was like the smartest thing I've ever thought of. I'm like, man, this is such a good idea. That's the smartest thing I've ever done. That's my accomplishment in this world. A speaker that turns on when the monitor turns on. Everything being mounted to the wall, to me this makes a lot of sense because I'm somebody that really struggles a lot of the time with trying to find stuff, and if I just put it on the wall, I can't lose it. The other side of my office is an even bigger wall mess, I would say. I think it's really easy. I can find where everything is labeled, but normally the classic good setup on YouTube is a minimal setup where you don't see any cables and it's not really all that functional. What I wanted to do is, I don't care how it really looks, I would rather just have functionality over everything. Thus the reason the cables are literally all over the entire office. They're on the ceiling, they're on the walls. None are on the floor, actually, and it really helps me out because I can find where everything is at super quickly, and there's no struggle. I know where the drill is at, I know where the drone is at, I know where the cameras are at, I know where everything is at without even having to look. But what I've learned through this whole building my office out sort of setup type thing is, don't do what other people do just because that's like the norm. I prefer just to do it how I want to do it. And I've tried to make offices that were like clean and minimal, but that's not what I like. It makes no sense to me to have nothing available and everything's tucked away in a drawer. I would rather be able to see everything and just grab it a little bit higher up on the wall as opposed to making it look clean for YouTube. I don't really care. I would rather just use a setup like this behind me instead of having to clean up my setup every time. I like how functional it is, and I think that you should definitely consider doing that as well. Along with that is, don't be afraid to build stuff. Don't be afraid to use your hands to build stuff. Just take a little minute to think about it and think, how can I build something to make this good? What I did is I built my own overhead shooting rig setup, and that was really easy. It took me no more than like 2 days to build. Obviously, I have built stuff before, so it's quicker for me, but just watch some YouTube videos and you can apply that to your own life. Just get really creative. And the one final thing is, cables are not the enemy. Cables are your friend. Thank you for watching the video. I just want to take a quick second to talk about how I keep this channel sponsorship free. If you want to help support this channel, the easiest and cheapest way for everybody is to just watch the video and hit like and comment. If you don't feel like doing any of those, it's fine. I put these out because I expect people to watch them and not always like them and not always comment on them, and I understand that. But if you do enjoy the video, just hit like. I feel like I hate begging for it, but if you want to go a step further and you purchase something on Amazon, use the affiliate links down below. That obviously helps me out. I get a little kickback for that. And then if you want to go even further than that, I do have a Patreon that you are welcome to donate to. Essentially what it is, a donation, right? And in the future, I'm going to be able to accept Patreon-like donations on my website. That should be done in the next few weeks here. So don't ever feel obligated to spend money on this channel. If you want to, that's great. But if you don't, that's fine. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to be upset about it. Just enjoy the videos. That's all I care about. I make these for you guys. I make them for myself. I make them to learn more, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So at the end of the day, if this never becomes a full-time job, I'll be okay with it because I have so much fun doing it. So thank you guys for watching the video. I will see you in the next one. This has been Scott with Techno Eclipse. Peace out.